there.
That was the night I was there.
Then that's the show I went to.
No, it wasn't.
she's at
It was
the
not.
rink.
I heard about it.
She at the rink?
No.
She skates.
She was skating.
No, it wasn't. He said something about it the next day when I was at the
Okay.
show.
Well, guess what? Listen, so we ain't weird. Shout out to Sydney. Congratulations to you and the mister. How about that? Cool. I don't want to be weird about it because we record. Anyway, go to the show.
Let's go.
Intro.
To the show.
Breeze Nation, what's good? It's your boy Pat the Designer
You know
back
that
at it
was
again.
coming.
Appreciate y'all for
Love it.
tuning in to show love as always. Hey, we got the squad in the building. Yeah. As always, the super producer Joel Holt, Mr. Media himself, Jordan J.C., the pettiest man alive, Mr. P. Kid, and Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. We got a lot to get into on today's episode as I got a stat, not an app. I got a stat that I got a stat that I think is going to be very interesting and add some context to the conversation on the actual development that Caleb Williams is having. Of course, we have to preview this Bears and Browns game, and
You big stat.
there's a team
Uh-oh.
that says they're willing to trade for Kobe White.
Oh, please do.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, that was crazy. Wow, we're out on Kobe White. That was nuts. I got a.
Just 2 years too late.
I'll be very intrigued. You just loving it. I'll be very intrigued to hear some of the thoughts on possible trades on that. All that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, everybody good? What?
I just thought about it.
What?
In the 1 year, what could happen? Deni Idea averages 30.
Dude.
Kobe White gets traded. P. Will may not even be on the Bulls.
Now, people are probably still gonna be here on $90 million.
Oh yeah, he trashing up.
Yeah, he's sticking it up.
But he gonna be a bench player when Jonathan Kuminga comes to town.
I knew Denny was going to be good. I didn't know he was going to be this good.
You know who?
Then
Oh, Diddy.
yeah.
I thought you said I knew Diddy was gonna be good. I was like,
Whoa,
man,
whoa.
I thought I
right
heard the
after
same
the
thing.
dot.
I thought I heard
Gotta
the
get
same
your
thing.
groove on. Now, you thought you heard the same thing?
I heard the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Whoa,
not
what's
Diddy.
Diddy
All right?
doing?
No.
Yeah, I heard Diddy and the baby oil
He can
was
stay
making
straight.
a visit.
No.
They said everything in that house had drugs in it.
In
You
here-
apple drugs.
and here we go with the stat that Pat had.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I thought that this was very interesting. This was something that came up a little while ago, and it's something I wanted to go back and look at. This was something early on in the season that Bears fans were using to talk about, okay, we're starting to see Caleb improve here. And the statistic is adjusted completion percentage. Essentially what adjusted completion percentage does, it takes your total pass attempts, it takes your completions, and it takes out drop passes, throwaways, spikes, and passes affected by hits. Now, I can't sit here and tell you that this is a stat that says that Caleb Williams is an elite quarterback. I think when people do that, you're morons. It's the same people that sit there and go, oh, well, Cristiano Felicio per 36 numbers are dominant. Like, I'll punch you in your face. I used to hate hearing people say that. Look at this per 36. You know what happened if he played 36? He trashed for 36 minutes. But what I do think it speaks to with Caleb Williams is the improvement that we're seeing this season. And when you look at Caleb Williams' adjusted passing percentage, I think that you would be surprised to know that 70% number that Ben Johnson put out there, in fact, is almost achieved. He has a 67.4 completion percentage on balls that are actually intended for receivers. That would come down to just about a 9.6% swing in his completion percentage. And what that means is, taking out the DJ Moore drops, taking out the throwaways, which we're seeing early on in the game. I mean, that Packer game, a lot of throwaways. The Roma Dunze drops. The spiked balls at the end of a game. Tip passes, which early on in the season was a problem. We haven't seen that be as much of a problem lately. What does this stat mean? I don't look at this and say this means that Caleb Williams is an elite quarterback. What I do look at it and say is when Caleb Williams is throwing the football, he is on giving you what Ben Johnson has asked him to give you. He's going to the right read. He's making the pass that could move you in the right direction. Now, as a team, as an offense, you have to play well together. But hearing that, to me, I think it speaks to what we heard Ben Johnson ask for at the beginning of the season. Hey, we got to get you on time. We got to get you on target. We got to get your feet in the right position. We got to get you learning how to play the quarterback position. This, to me, tells me that Caleb Williams is learning and has learned a lot this season and taken a step in the right direction of playing the quarterback position. And that's something that I think Bears fans should be excited about. Is it perfect? No. Does it mean that everything this season has been good? No. But I think we all can agree on this. His numbers this year aren't as good as what they were last year, and yet we all feel like he's a better quarterback.
Agreed. Not only do I agree, I also think that it's a tall task to have someone switch their footwork, be in a new offense, which is all about timing, and that's something most fans are not giving enough credit. Like, it's more, incompletions are not just, oh, the QB missed this particular target. Hey, sometimes that receiver has to be at that spot that quarterback is throwing to. And actually, most good receivers. In fact, Shannon Sharp talked about this. He said elite receivers rarely ever look back at the quarterback. They're looking up. They're tracking the ball. They have to be at a certain spot. Ben Johnson has said it himself. Route discipline is an issue right now. Everyone. It's not just Caleb. Everyone has to work on being on time, being on target. So yes, Caleb has to deliver a better ball. We've seen that. He's lofted some plenty of times. But there's been plenty of balls. We're like, well, where is he throwing to? That receiver needed to be there.
Yeah.
That receiver needed to be there at that moment. Guess what? Sometimes the defense speeds you up. That receiver has to speed up. You have to get there. So it's not just on him. I think he's done a phenomenal job. And I frankly don't care about the completion rate when you're looking at a quarterback who has to go on, who's undergoing so much change like Caleb Williams is.
Well, I'll say this. I think it adds context to the comment. Remember a couple of weeks ago where Ben Johnson was like, y'all worried about the completion percentage. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, that was what you said at the start of the season. Why the heck wouldn't you be worried about the completion percentage? That's what made me go look. Right now, every website is very different, right? It depends on what you take in. I've seen some websites go to 70%. PFF has him at about 72% completion percentage. So it depends on which ones. What I like about this, though, is it doesn't take out the bad passes. So you're seeing him without the drops and all that stuff. With the bad passes in there, this is what they're seeing. So with the passes where it's a clear throw to DJ Moore that should be an on-target throw, he's missing that. You got to hit that, right? Like it's not saying that Caleb will, because this is how some people want to use this stat. Well, if you look at this and you take out everything that he doesn't control, it tells you he's elite. Wrong. What it tells you is he knows what he's supposed to be looking for. And I think that that's more important right now in the long run of him becoming elite. JC.
It's a beautiful stat because I think it tells you that
you're not
beautiful.
It's a beautiful
Beautiful stat.
It's a beautiful stat. I love this stat. Great stat.
Caleb's going to be number
Phenomenal
one.
stat.
I like the Bears.
It's a beautiful stat because I think that it tells you that you're not far off from where you want Caleb to be. We're 13 games into this new regime in the quarterback and coach, partnership.
Yeah.
So, again, we talked about this before. Things are not going to look as good when it comes to Caleb's accuracy and precision and efficiency. His numbers are not going to be where they are until probably year and a half from now.
Probably year 3.
Yeah.
Next year.
That's the hope, is that you see him progressing. We talked about a few things that look good. We talked about his base and his footing being part of probably one of the issues as to why he could be more accurate. There was I mentioned this before, and I'll mention it to you guys. The throw that he had to Devin Duvernay on the 2nd and 10 in the fourth quarter on that last drive. Beautiful. That was what was impressive to me because he was scrambling, and usually when you see Caleb scrambling, he's still throwing while he's on the run. He stood there, he stopped, he took a minute, and threw a precise pass that had Tom Brady even happy. So for me, I think those are the things that you build off of. I love that stat. I love that you can take out the drop passes and the other things that.
Essentially, what it's doing is taking out everything that he can't control once the ball leaves his hand.
Right. So then, therefore, you see that's why Ben Johnson's not really harping too much on him getting to where he needs to be, because I believe he will get there eventually. Wow, by the way, we're all winning still.
I mean, it's cute to have that type of stat, but at the end of the day, no, it is. It's like, it's just, It's positive that people are looking at him, giving him the grace instead of trying to dump on him that he's a bust. He's a bust. He's the number one pick overall. He should be.
Well,
doing
I'm
he should
doing
be
it. I don't know if everybody else is
No,
doing
but that's
it.
what that stat says.
I don't know anybody else that's made this video.
What that stat is saying is that it's a grace stat in terms of like, yes, he does some good things and he does things that are frustrating. It's like we just want you to make the easy throws. He is learning how to play quarterback. So he's used to just being an athletic quarterback running around to a degree and extended plays, which we love about him. And that element of what he brings is there. So once you can get him to, get a complete game together, he's going to be dangerous. So this is what we've been saying the whole entire time. He's got to take time to learn the system. It's taking time for him to figure out the game. And to your point, some quarterbacks do take a year or two to kind of figure it out. It may take the third year, but I'm not. We should see what he looks like these last 4 games of the season, because now it's kind of like you've had the game speed. You're figuring things out. Clearly, the offensive line has done enough to a point where he's on track for 27 sacks for the year when he had 68 last year.
40.
He's on track for 27
Is
sacks?
he on track, or he has only been sacked 27?
I think he's only been sacked 21 times.
Like he's
Yeah,
only
I
been
was
sacked
gonna
like
say,
16, 17
I don't think
times.
he's got 27. I got to see.
I think he's on track for 27. He's only
sack
been sacked,
numbers.
He's only been sacked like 16 times or something like that. But the point is that those things are allowing him to build his confidence. That even though we lost that Green Bay game, he's done what he's always done at the second. Like, he'll come in with the clutch. We're just trying to get him to play like that, where he understands how to play well in the first, second, and third quarters.
Caleb has been sacked. Just to get that stat out there, and then we get Mr. Drew Better's thoughts on 20 times this season. 68 last year, boys. 68 sacks. That's a lot of sacks. Drew, what are your thoughts?
Just one short.
That was kind of like what my point was going to be focused on. Yeah, that stat is wonderful, but to me, it only shows a reflection of how he has progressed in his form as reducing the sacks. Like, the line is better, yes, but he himself has attributed to a lot of the lower sack numbers produced by him, which goes to him. Like, if he does get time, he does have the ability to throw a better ball.
Yeah.
So that stat in itself is misleading, but it's definitely positive at the same time. But to me, it shows more of his growth is eliminating the sacks in the long run for me.
Well, listen, it definitely makes it better. I think it shows the growth of the team, the front seven. I don't know if I'd say it's misleading, only because, like, it's literally taking everything out that he can't control.
And that's why it's misleading
Like,
to
to
me.
me,
It's
right.
that's why I say it's a little misleading, because it eliminates the drops. So then you got to go into the idea of what do they consider a drop? What do they consider on time? So to me,
Well, if it's catchable to the
Right.
receiver and he can't catch it.
I know, but that's why I say it leads to get people to make more excuses. To me, that's why I say it's a little
I can see
misleading. But in totality, I was saying I agree with you that I do love the stat.
Well, my whole point in bringing it up is, again, I don't think you can use it to say Caleb should be throwing 70%. No quarterback, no receiver is going to catch every ball that should be thrown to him.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
You sure about that?
Right? You
that-
sure? What?
it's not realistic.
I could have sworn that they had stickums in the NFL. So
Hey,
those
Jerry-
gloves,
hit your
hey,
hands.
those gloves come with a little stickum on them. at
Jerry
this
West
point.
used a lot of it. I mean, Jerry
Jerry
Rice.
West?
Jerry Rice.
West?
Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I said
West.
West.
Jerry Rice
West-
didn't even use gloves.
Hey, I didn't know he
tall
played. I didn't
receiver.
know the Mr. NBA played NFL too.
I
ain't
said
lying.
Rice. I said Rice. I said
But
Rice.
he said West. We
I
all
said
heard it.
Rice. I
But no, like
changed it.
the
Still 4 letters.
Mr. West.
I think the fact that you can say that Caleb is understanding, because here's the thing that I think people don't take into account. Caleb is not coming from a pro style system. Caleb did not learn how to be a quarterback last season. He's learning that this year. People are going to take this. You already know what the comments going to say.
Yep.
Oh, they're making excuses for Caleb Williams. And no, I'm telling you, he knows where to put his eyes at.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where to deliver the football. He's delivering the football enough to the right people that if they bring the ball in, they're able to catch the ball. I don't think Caleb will ever be a 70% passer.
I don't think so either.
He
takes too many
chances. Because here's the thing. Caleb is going to take chances. When you take chances, a lot of times that ends in you sitting there around like 62 to 63%.
I'm
but
okay with
if you tell me that Caleb Williams at any point can get to 65% on the layups,
Good with that.
and
good
he's
with
still got the flashy passes,
Yeah.
you're then talking about a top 5 quarterback
Yeah.
in the
Yes,
NFL.
he can make
so
those
I don't
runs.
think he needs to be at 70%. You know why Jared Goff needed to be at 70%
He's not
to
a
be
mobile
in that
QB.
level? Because he's not that same level of
a pocket
amazing. He
quarterback.
doesn't
Yeah.
have that high talent bar that
Yeah.
Caleb Williams had. Oh, he was drafted first overall. He went to a Super Bowl. I understand all of that. But he's a pocket quarterback. You see what has changed in his game this season.
Right.
When that pocket not as horrible, it just ain't the same.
If it
It's
ain't
not
clean,
elite.
if it's not
Can
clean,
I add
it's
something
not
to that?
clean.
I like.
And
Can
that,
I-
listen, that's the same stat for Tom Brady.
Can I-
when the pocket ain't clean, Tom Brady
Is a horrible-
statistically
is
is
one of the worst
quarterbacks ever.
Yeah.
I just want to add this because for some odd reason, everyone thinks every quarterback is made equal. So let's just make it more of an apples to apples thing. Let's find a quarterback who has his skill set, who he can aspire to be in some realm. He doesn't have the same stature. Josh Allen had a winning record in his second year, but he was only 58% from the field.
yeah.
He was only 58%.
But he was
Only threw.
terrible in
He was
college.
terrible. He only threw 20 touchdowns, 9 INTs, but threw 3,000 yards. He did not have a great season, but they played winning football. Guess what happened his third year?
Dable.
Yeah, he became
No,
a
no,
guy.
no.
Well,
Gabe
not
was there the whole
Dable.
time.
His
No.
third year, he
Yeah.
throws 37 touchdowns,
Yeah.
10 INTs. He throws
Oh, it was
40.
Daboll.
Yeah, he throws.
No,
for-
it wasn't Dayball the whole time. The first 2
No,
years
no.
was
I know, but it's about that whole. It wasn't just him. It was Dayball, but he actually learned how to be a passer, and his completion percentage shot up like 10 points.
It did.
Well, no.
It's 69%.
He
It's 60
did-
it's crazy. Nice.
He did what
Hey.
Caleb did. He cut his sack numbers
Yes,
to almost a third of what they were.
yes.
Nah, not really.
That's the blueprint.
His sack. He got sacked 38 times the year before. It's 26. I mean, it is 12 sacks. Here's the thing.
No,
though.
no. He eliminated his bad passes.
He eliminated a lot of his bad passes. They went 13-3. He made better decisions,
And they had a good run
and
game,
guess
too.
what? He had more time on task, and that's what we're not giving young QBs. We see he has all the intangibles. We see he has stuff you can't coach.
Yeah.
Give him time on task with his new OC, his new head coach, and these players, and then judge him. That's why most people are now saying you need to give these young players
I
2-3
was
years.
patient, though, when it comes to that, though. I don't think that the league educates teams on making sure that they sit their quarterbacks.
It's too many-
because you've drafted
yeah.
them first round. You want to see the production right away.
It's too many ex-players that are saying the same thing. You have to give these kids time. They didn't learn these systems
agree
in
with
college.
that.
Problem
I
is
But
You
you
didn't
can't.
do-
that's not the way to
you-
put
you-
the pressure on these
you
coaches.
can't now. You can't now because of the way the financial aspect of it is and the win now attitudes. Nobody has time to wait. So even though yes, in realistic terms, you need time for these players to learn the speed of the NFL, but they just can't afford it financially.
You
So
were saying,
what
Joe?
I like though is like the second half of that Packers game and seeing how Caleb
Cooking.
was like what is he did he see something that helped get him to that next level that maybe we see something happen, moving
No,
forward.
I think what you see on the tape is he gets back to his base. Like the problem in the first half is Caleb goes 0 for 5. He's overthrowing. He's got pressure in his face. And
Jitters.
the 4 dropbacks where he doesn't have pressure in his face of his first 9 passes, he doesn't get back to his base well. His feet aren't pointed the right direction. Like, it's mechanics.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that, like, we always say, right, the stat is when Tom Brady had pressure around his feet, he was one of the worst quarterbacks in the world.
yeah.
He could be that for that play and have protection the next play and be back to being Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So that's like that stat. You want
He
to talk
just
about a
has
stat
to-
that's
he
misleading,
has to go
right? Like
through
he
the
always
process.
had an offensive line in front of him that allowed him to be able to get back to himself. Caleb never got back to himself in that first half. He never got back to his base when the pressure wasn't in his face. Now, there was a lot of pressure there, and maybe he's just one of those quarterbacks. You hope that the mobility and the special plays make up for that. In the second half, he spent the entire half getting back to his base, being able to get back to, okay, I know this is where I need to go. This is how I need to get rid of the football. This is how quickly I need to move to this play. And that's why you see him play so much better. So, like, I think it is a conversation of, like, when I look at this stat and kind of what it means moving forward for the rest of this season, I understand why Ben Johnson says we should be playing our best football in December. I think coming into this Browns game, right, and we could preview that here, like, this should be a game where I know everybody, and I've said this all week, JC, on the Morning Breeze. Everybody's, well, you never know. Watch yourself. This is a trap game. You got to watch out for those trap games. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. You know what I mean? She my trap queen. Like, I don't see this as a trap game
Yeah.
because Ben Johnson doesn't take any game lightly.
Nope.
True.
And I don't
This
think
is a
that this
different
team
coach.
is going to take anything lightly. And if that is the case, Caleb Williams understands if I take this lightly, Myles Garrett is standing over there, and he may kill me.
He's going to kill you.
He's
Yeah,
3
less
sacks
than Jay.
away from the record. Like, I think that this is one of those games where the
insane.
Bears should come in and be the team that they are and dominate, run the football right down these mugs' throat, and let Caleb. Maybe you'll get more explosive plays this week. Hit on those.
Yeah.
I think that we talked about it before. That may be difficult to do just because you have a Cleveland Browns defense that is number 2, I believe, in stopping the pass. The pass defense is elite. So along with the Myles Garrett trying to barrel down on Caleb Williams, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on the run game. But one of the things that I think Caleb can do, if we're talking about him improving his numbers and his accuracy, is getting that ball out quick. Making sure they, like you mentioned before, taking the check downs. Getting the 5-yard passes off, getting it possibly. This could be the DJ Moore game. Hopefully,
Right.
if Rome isn't ready, hopefully this is where you can give DJ Moore the ball and he can make those yards after contact, the yards after the initial catch, and so that's what I'm looking for if we're talking about the way that they can beat the Browns. I don't think that you overlook the Browns just because they got you during the weather. I know they suck on that side of the ball, but I give respect to them because of how elite their defense is.
I totally think that it's going to be cold. They're going to be affected.
Crazy
like
cold.
you're not. I mean, that's why you have to have a run game. And the thing
Shador
is,
for sure. This is the coldest game he's ever played by far.
for both them quarterbacks in a sense. And then you
Yeah,
got
I guess this
Quinshawn.
is the coldest game. Caleb's
No. Caleb played in that game. I went to the game last year, and it was really cold. That game.
That Packer game, the last Packer game.
It was in Lambeau.
No, it was here.
Oh,
It
the
was
Packer game?
No, it wasn't the
You
Packer
talking about
game.
the Giants game last year?
I think so.
Either
It wasn't
way,
this cold.
either
It was
way,
cold.
It was cold, but it wasn't this cold.
It
It's
was,
cold.
it was 10 degrees. I think it was 10
For
degrees.
the
And it's about
record,
to be negative 15.
for the
gonna
record,
feel like
either
that.
way, you
for the-
got to run.
for the record, the game is projected to be the 11th coldest game ever played at Soldier Field.
So the point is that you got to run.
Ever.
Like throwing is going to be a challenge regardless. Like
That ball gonna be a
I would not
brick.
expect Caleb to sit there and throw for finally have his breakout game for 400 yards. But if he does, cool. But they got to set the run game first. We've done quite well against all the defensive ends. I mean, Myles Garrett is still Myles Garrett.
Yeah, we have.
He'll probably he's probably due for 1 sack, if
he-
not
yeah,
2.
I'll give him
If
two.
that,
I think he
I'll
might
give him
make it
2.
Maybe.
Everybody else got 1.
Maybe.
If of the elite
Well,
or
most of them
0.
didn't get him.
Because
I don't think did Micah get a sack last
TJ
week?
Micah
No.
got one.
Micah
That's
didn't
why
get
he
one?
was
Micah
talking
didn't
about he
get
gonna
one.
get Caleb the next
0
game.
1, right? TJ got 1.
Yeah.
But
TJ got
At the very beginning.
TJ got one.
Very
Yeah.
beginning.
it was
Yeah,
a
the
sac-
safety.
It was a safety.
Max didn't get one.
No,
Max
Max
didn't
didn't
get
get
one.
one. He
But he
went
jumping jacked
across.
and did all kind of stuff and was disruptive.
He
though.
got an interception though. Yeah.
But
He did get it.
he got his first ever
He did get an
interception.
interception.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Bastards.
Yeah, but I think that no, I think I think the Packers loss was a good loss in the sense of like recalibrating their system of like,
Agreed.
all right,
Agreed.
and now they can feel good to just go on and possibly another run. The way they're going, the momentum they have, they got 2 games at home. Ben Johnson's going to get them ready to go. Like, listen, guys, I think the stat was, if the numbers are correct, if they beat the Browns,
Got 3 games at home, right?
Yeah.
No.
Only
Like
away
4.
game is
Yes.
San Fran.
Three
Yeah,
home.
because
right? The Lions
The
game
Lions
is
game
here.
is here, yeah.
Right. So yeah,
Green Bay is
if
here, Lions
they
here,
win the
yeah.
next, by the time Green Bay comes back, they need Denver to beat Green Bay. We have to beat the Browns, and then when we play Green Bay, we could actually be in second place,
we solidified. No, first.
No,
You're
we'll be in
first.
first.
unless the
If
well,
Denver
the Rams-
beats Green Bay, we back in first place in
Yeah.
the NFC. The Rams cannot take us in the
in the division,
in the
conference.
conference because we've won more NFC
So
matchups.
okay, so we
So we will be the number.
So we
if-
go right back.
Everything goes back to normal
Right
if
back.
we win this week.
So that's good to know.
And what I love is you've got a coach who is basically saying, "Don't let everybody else win. We have to go out there
Yeah,
and
and
handle
win.
our
Yeah,
business."
yeah, yeah.
What you got, Drew?
The reason why I kind of view it as a trap game because yes, the loss to Green Bay did you learn something and you reset your chi to go forward. But for me,
Your
is
chi?
your
Was that
chi,
chi?
your
Little-
chi,
oh, little
chi.
zen over
Little
here.
Center.
little
Your
zen.
center.
You center yourself.
Oh,
but then, yeah,
I like that.
but then you're starting to think to ramp yourself back up to face them the next week. So I'm thinking that you are so anxious to face Green Bay to get your retribution that you kind of like, yeah, we can beat them. We should just beat them. But I'm really waiting to get my lick back on Green Bay. So that's why I think even though Ben Johnson is saying 1 game at a time, everybody wants that lick back against Green Bay because you had a chance to beat them if Caleb throws a little bit better ball. And so that's why I think it's potentially for a trap game for me.
I think you want your lick back, but it's also like hey, if we can go in here and beat the Browns defense, we can beat anybody. Like they're not. Caleb ain't looking at it and going, the Browns suck.
No,
Because Caleb don't got to play the defense.
I mean, he ain't gonna play the offense.
He ain't got to play the offense. He don't have to play Shedeur Sanders. He going, well, that defense over there, that's better than what we just played.
Right, that defensive line
last week.
I think it's top. It's
Yeah,
top
you
5.
got-
I think
Top 5.
It's right behind Seattle.
It's number 3. They
Yeah, right
behind
behind
Seattle and Denver.
right,
Hey, well,
right behind
well-
Seattle.
No. Texas.
The
Texas.
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 Right,
Right,
yeah.
Give me Texas one.
Texas has
Give me
1.
Texas
Seattle
one.
is 2.
I can see
Browns is
that.
3.
Right,
Yeah,
like I said, they're
yeah.
top 5.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
Man, Texas doing something.
Ain't none of them got Myles Garrett, though. Like,
That's
I
true.
get a Texas one because the Texas is crazy.
Crazy work.
Yeah, them and Denver.
And Seattle
Them and
is
Denver.
really good.
But they got the best defender.
But
in
if you got a
football.
game plan for one dude and it don't work,
Yeah.
So
you got to think Ben Johnson is playing it all week for Myles Garrett, and it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna
It's
work.
not.
There's
And-
nothing you can
and-
do
and-
for Myles Garrett.
it's
So for the
another-
record-
you gotta get away from
It's
him.
another guy on the outside that's good too, but he's just not Myles Garrett.
So for the record, the Texans are number 1 in total yards.
Yeah.
Cleveland's number 2.
Cleveland,
Jesus
yeah.
Denver's
Overall,
number
they're the
3.
second best defense. Yeah.
Denver's 3.
Yep.
Chargers are 4. Green Bay's 5. Seattle's 6.
I'm with Drew on this potentially being a trap game because, like you mentioned, it's not Caleb versus Shedeur. It's really
Caleb versus Miles.
It's Caleb versus Miles. It's Shedeur versus our defense, and our defense has given life to some people who we shouldn't have given life to. I don't care what nobody says. Jackson Dart was cooking us.
He was.
Absolutely.
Jackson Dart was moving
Ain't
that
nobody
field.
denying that.
But Jackson Dart was cooking a lot
of people, right?
Yeah.
Here's the
Shedeur
thing-
is not.
Here's the thing I would say. That boy's confidence is increasing. And I don't like the fact that we're catching them on the uptick of momentum.
I want to say, the Bears defense is way better than
Than the
Tennessee.
Titans.
Than
By a
Tennessee.
lot.
And the Tennessee and
who else
the
did
Browns
he beat?
defense is better than allowing them to score 31 points. But they scored 31
who's the other?
points.
Who was the team
Like-
he played decent against? It was
Raiders?
The Raiders, yes. The Raiders, because Max Crosby really didn't even do. He didn't even play
It's-
that well.
it's a
but
Indian-
Max Crosby didn't play
Max
that well
Crosby
against.
was a game wrecker in that game.
Yes, he
against
was.
us.
No,
No, not against
no,
us.
no,
Somebody
against
against
Shedeur.
Shedeur.
Oh, against the Browns.
Against the
Oh, okay.
Browns.
I was about to say. I was like, he played well against us.
No, not against us. Against the Browns.
Yeah.
He didn't play that well against the Browns.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's any given Sunday for a reason.
Tevin Jenkins was on him.
It's any
Tevin
given Sunday
Jenkins'
for a
revenge
reason.
game.
And I'll be honest with you. They have a lot of momentum building. And this could be that one game. And I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm not going to lie about it. I really am. I can see it being something that we just give up too many explosive plays. He doesn't do the layups well. Just like Caleb has that issue. He don't do the basics well. The fundamentals are still lacking. But these explosive plays, some way, somehow, he making them happen. And I would hate for it to be us to be on the losing end of it. That's
But
why I
look,
can see it could be in
I'm
a
a-
trap.
I'm a
game.
say
It's
this,
really
bro.
simple. It's real simple. We are an opportunistic defense,
Yeah.
and we're going up against a rookie quarterback. He's going to turn the ball over.
He's
No,
gonna find a way
it
to
ain't.
give
It
us
ain't.
more.
Y'all thinking way too deep on this.
You hope.
I hope.
Y'all thinking way too deep on this. It's gonna be -15 to possibly -20.
That ball's gonna
degrees
feel
out
like a
there.
brick.
Right, and if they
Feel like.
if you stop their run,
Hey, bro.
and make them throw.
Well, Quinshon Judkins is a problem. I give him that. That may be a problem.
He is
for us.
nice.
That may be a problem.
You talking about the running back?
Hey,
running back. He
they
nice.
they for
But
some odd
should-
reason been doing a lot of wildcat.
Bro, Shedeur Sanders ain't never experienced cold like this.
I mean, he played in Buffalo.
In
he
fact,
did.
his dad.
He played in Colorado. He
No,
played. He played in Colorado. He played with the Colorado
Yeah, but
Buffaloes.
no,
Hey, brother.
Colorado
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 ain't in
cold is
Chicago.
different
It ain't
because they're in the
-20.
mountains. It's more of a snow. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
they
not a
getting
windy.
They getting
It's-
they getting
it's not the
We
hawk.
on the lakefront.
Right. It's not
Bro.
right. It's not the
We on
Hawk.
the freaking lakefront.
I'm telling you right now, and
Bit of piece of knowledge. Do you
We've
know the
seen-
Windy City is not really called the Windy City because of the wind?
For the politicians.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
because you never know which way they're gonna blow.
Exactly. I didn't know if you knew
And in
that.
2025, that may mean something different. All right, hey, boys, what do we? What's our expectation for this game? Is this a game that the Chicago Bears come out 10-4?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I feel like that's my favorite clip of all time when DJX put his
Yeah.
chains on him.
I love it.
I feel like it's a resounding yes here. I'll be honest with you, and maybe I'm the first one to get here. I get it. BTSD is there. I get it. We've seen losses that we shouldn't have seen. I get it that we've seen games where the Bears have played down to their competition. Here's the bottom line: when the Bears went into Philly, they were clearly the better team, and we were worried about it. When the Bears went into Green Bay, it felt like they were even. They played a pretty even game there. Green Bay had a great first half. I thought that the Bears had a great second half. The Bears are the better team.
Absolutely, by a long shot.
We just got to make sure we put it on.
You got to go out there and play.
Are
like
they going to
the
play
better
like the better team? That's all I
Richard
care.
Johnson
Here's
on the
thing.
table.
The Bears are the better team and are better at the weaknesses that the Browns have, which is a run defense. Shador can't throw that ball if he ain't on the field.
Good, better, best.
And in a game like this, y'all know my favorite thing in football. I love me some top.
Whoa.
Time of
Time
possession.
baby.
Time of possession. Time of possession.
Oh no, that's not. A
No,
flag.
no
That's
flag
not a
on time of possession, baby. I'm talking about time of possession.
I'm with that TOP.
I love me some top.
Yeah, look.
And I think this is a game.
Top-
We know he's supposed to top him off over here. Yeah, man.
Topper.
Mr. Time of possession, I'm off over here, man. Like I feel like that is going to be the storyline of this game, no matter what.
All right.
And if the Bears dominate time of possession, I think this is one where the Bears come out with a strong win. Dare I say a dominant win? You all right, kid?
Yeah, strong
Kid, what's
top.
wrong with you?
Strong top.
Yeah, I love
strong top.
I love some good
Hey,
top.
hey,
Good job.
I think we
All
should.
right, all right.
I think as a group, all of us like a strong top.
Not collectively. All right. wait.
Just the end of it.
Hey, business.
Hey, let's finish
Elite
it out
joke.
with it. Let's finish it out with this one, man,
Oh,
because we
we
do
never
got
get
to do this.
sponsorships.
We do got to do this live game here coming up.
Oh,
The Chicago Bears. I'm sorry, the Chicago Bulls. Yeah. What was that noise? Oh, God. Have been contacted by the Minnesota Timberwolves in a attempt to acquire Kobe White. And I don't know what Kobe White did to one of Kid's ex-girlfriends, but Kid has hated him the entire time
I've
he's
been
been
married
in
15
Chicago.
years. I don't care what girlfriend you take.
Well, it is what it is. But
Man.
when I see the Minnesota Timberwolves reaching out, now listen, I am to the point with this Bulls team where,
Kobe White's not the future.
and not even that Kobe White was the future. I don't know if I ever was like Kobe is the future. I thought that Kobe was a really good piece to have. Your Klay Thompson type of piece that you can go out there and have a star and win with. I don't think that you have that guy on this team, and you're probably nowhere near getting that guy on this team to the point where I don't know if y'all have seen any Bulls games. They got to be trying to get Billy fired.
I've seen them all.
I mean, I've
They
only
got to
watched
be
the
trying to
first
get
six.
Billy fired with some of the defense that
They
they're
got
playing.
to.
And we've heard the reports that there's it's very disjointed in the locker room now. That certain players are starting to kind of snipe at each other, and the splintering has begun because. As Billy Donovan said before, listen, if you're not willing to play for your brother, if you're not willing to love your brother enough to go out there and have his back, you're not going to win very many
A lot of
games.
brotherly love going on. Huh?
So I ask you, would you look to possibly trade Kobe White to the Minnesota Timberwolves
For
if it meant
Or
First round pick, TSJ.
we didn't get no first round pick.
you're not getting a first round pick for Kobe White?
dang
If it meant a heavily protected first round pick, maybe.
Yeah.
If it meant you could come away with a name like Nas Reed, and maybe you throw a TSJ in there. If you
You
could.
give me TSJ and his potential.
how you
with
making
Nas
that money
Reed?
work? Nas Reed
I like
getting
Nas
paid.
Reed.
Yeah, you
I
got to
like
pay
Kobe
Kobe
White.
White.
Kobe White's
You
getting
got to pay
paid.
Kobe White. Sign the trade.
So Nas
Kobe
is
White ain't
feeling-
put up enough money. Kobe White was on a 3-year, $33 million contract.
If they want Kobe, they're going to have to pay Kobe next year.
What Kobe
You
think he gonna get paid?
Well, he's got to get paid more than Patrick Williams, who's useless.
No. Just
year,
because the
probably
Bulls
20
gave
plus.
Patrick Williams a bang deal, like that's a
Kobe
dumb
White,
deal.
Kobe White's going to get $30 million.
Yeah,
A year?
Easily.
yeah.
Kobe White gonna get paid more a year
Easily.
than the starting point guard of the team, who averages nearly a triple
The
double.
starting point guard of who team?
The
Talking about
Bulls.
Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
Yeah, based off
Kobe White is not a better player than Josh Giddey.
Nobody said he was.
Nobody said
It's
he
just
So,
that-
so it's no way you can negotiate him to get paid more than
That's-
the best player
it's
on the
the
team you're getting
market.
traded
It's
from.
the
market
market,
for the
though.
players.
100%. You
It's the
can.
market. It sucks.
Like I don't know
I ain't
why
gonna lie,
this
that's
this
the market.
cracks me up when Muzz get upset about how much young players get paid.
I don't care how much you're getting paid.
The
I
market.
don't.
It's
Hey,
just the market.
for the record, I want him to get every dollar his agent can.
Every dime.
Okay, we're just talking about in the
how much do you
conversation.
think Nas Reed makes?
I thought he was getting 90
He got 5-year 125.
I like
For
Nas.
role players.
5-year 125.
I like.
But he's a
Nas.
third option on that.
I like
team.
Nas, but I think we got him already.
Yeah, you're-
I like Nas Reed as a player because I
Don't
follow
say
because I
sticks.
follow the Wolves because of the Ant-Man. But I think we already have that type of player.
And who?
And what's the Smith?
No,
yes, it is.
don't-
He's
no.
yes, it is. He sits in the corner. He sits in the corner and shoots the three.
Nas is way better, bro.
But he, no, I'm talking about he does the same thing for
Nas
less
is
money.
way better.
I would say this.
Nick
Nas
Collins-
Reed's so much better. It's not even
No,
close.
no, for me.
I'll take
Look,
it.
think about
It's
it.
an upgrade.
It's an upgrade, but they basically do the same thing for less money. Nick Collins and old boy Smith, they shoot the three and stand in the corner. Nas Reed does the exact
It's a lot
same
of
thing.
threes.
I'm gonna give you why. I don't
Except
think this
Nas
trade
Reed
gonna
does it at a 39% clip. Jalen Smith does it at a 31% clip.
But then what about Nick Collins? Because Nick Collins shoots the three too. That's why I say we got them. We
Nick
got
Collins?
that same person in two people to me.
work.
You talking about Zach Collins?
Zach Collins. That's what I mean.
Zach Collins don't even shoot the three,
He don't
really.
do-
He shoot the three.
Every now
Shoot
and then,
it.
but he's not consistent.
Yeah.
Look,
I
Nas
say
Reed
this.
is.
I'm gonna tell y'all why this trade ain't even gonna happen. The moment I heard Kyrie Irving was in talks to go into the Timberwolves, Kobe White don't fit. I'm push if I'm Ant-Man, I'm pushing for Kyrie Irving over that. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Dallas has got him on the books.
Dallas is trading everybody. Dallas is getting rid of everybody, and more power to him. You know, yeah, Nico Collins got.
Look,
What's
is
his
there
name?
reality
Nico
where this
Harrison.
goes
Nico Harrison.
down?
He got fired anyway.
Let's hope it's reality that this goes down because this whole team needs to just be discombobulated
I've been
outside
asking-
of modest.
No, I want them
that's
to
not how that
stay
word works.
exactly
I've been
how they
asking-
work.
I've been
I
asking
want
for
them
a
to stay
blow-up.
exactly.
That's not how that word works.
I'm sorry,
Disassembled.
disassembled. I'm discombobulated. I'm sorry. Yeah, disassembled,
That's not even the word of the
dismantled.
day.
Let's say,
He just
let's say,
misapplied it.
disassemble Johnny Five.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, dismantled.
How much
all
does
right?
THJ make?
Nothing.
Nothing. He a rookie.
He probably
He
make
probably make
$8
$3
million.
million.
I love
Pay
his
$3 million a
potential.
year.
Chicago kid, I
4
love
year,
his potential.
$13 million.
Told you,
rookie
$3
contract.
million.
I wanted TSJ. So you put him in with a package for Nas for Kobe?
Is
I'll
Rob
take
Dillingham
it.
still on that team?
Yes.
Yeah, but they ain't giving him up.
I ain't giving him.
Dang, I wanted
That's the
Rob.
one dude. Hey, I would
Rob
if
cold.
you
He
can
is
find a
cold.
Rob Dillingham, I'll take a Rob Dillingham. But
Yeah.
I said TSJ because I feel like you know how AK is. He sees somebody from Chicago, he gonna ask for him.
TSJ and Rob Dillingham for Kobe White. I'd do that.
Money don't work.
Like I said, I
much
I
Rob
don't like
Dillingham
like a Nas
4
Reed.
year,
I don't like
28
him.
million,
Yeah.
and TSJ make 4 year, 13 million. The average works out, and it's a signing trade.
Don't we need more shooting though?
I would take a big man though.
I don't want a
'Cause
big.
you gotta
I don't-
try-
I think that is the thing. You do need some big man help. To me,
You ain't trading
Nas
Vooch.
Reed.
I want to say,
uh,
what are you gonna do with Vooch?
If you ain't trading Vooch, it don't
Get
matter.
him out of here.
Right, what I say? That's what I said. What you gonna do with
Vooch
Vooch?
too good to
Get
sit,
him outta
and he
here.
too old to trade.
Vooch is on the last year of his deal. By the way, none of this is for this season. This season's over.
Oh, this season's done.
call it a wrap.
Crazy
You
to
think
even
so?
say
And
that.
don't
Holiday
even,
comes
even
back.
with the
That's
weak
a
East,
wrap.
you think it's over?
100%. Because here's
The
here's
East
why
is so weak, bro.
Here's why this season is over. If you're not going to try, you will lose every game. The Bulls aren't trying.
Yeah.
The Bulls aren't putting forth a iota of effort on the defensive end. Billy Donovan is asking them to do something that they said, this is too hard. We don't want to do it. We don't think we can win this way. I give up.
Terrible.
They suck. You know what I mean? Like, and here's the thing. When they ran the system the right way, guess what they did?
They're 5-0.
They went 6-1. They looked like a
was a long
good
time ago.
good basketball team.
Man.
And then they said, you gotta run,
Hey,
you gotta
God.
I gotta go hard in the paint and actually
Every
play
game?
ball every game. I'm tired.
We tried it.
You got a bunch of sissies
weak.
on this team.
It's weak.
And so
Say it-
like
say it
when
again.
you are living in that world, guess what? You need to go get new bodies that actually give a
You
rat's
need
you
it.
know what
People that wanna
about what
stick-
this team
Yep.
could possibly do.
Yeah.
Go get me a Nas Reed. Nas Reed is gonna care. When you give Nas Reed shots, Nas Reed is incredibly efficient. He's shooting 39% from the 3-point line this season. I'm living on
I
it.
think I'd rather make that trade with Golden State instead. I think I would. I think I want to. I want.
with that. Kaminga.
I want Kuminga
I'm good.
because we need somebody. We need somebody in the 3 and D.
Kuminga.
I like
Kuminga,
Kuminga.
My
I like
biggest
Kuminga.
problem
I
with
like
Kum-
Kuminga over Nas Reed.
My biggest problem with Kuminga has always been it's not that Kuminga's not cold. Kuminga and Giddey don't make sense together.
Yeah, I'm good.
You can't have I need the ball face up player and run a system. You can't have the I'ma just take this and I don't need the system. I'ma just go kill you one-on-one.
Jonathan Kuminga's a great slasher.
Right. That's why I'm taking that back.
That's why
He's
you
a
would do that.
slasher.
He's a great slasher.
He's a great
Somebody
slasher.
like him and Josh Giddey would work perfectly.
I think that's
Steph Curry. Steph Curry
that
is not the same point guard as Josh Giddey. So Steph Curry is not looking for that
Yes, but
pass.
you're
He's looking
also-
for the shot.
but
'cause
you're also
Steph
not-
Curry's the system.
But you're not getting the Jonathan Kuminga that he is if you say, hey, I need you to run pick and roll with me all day. I need you to sit here and play off of Josh Giddey. Not at all.
I think he does because
Kuminga at his best has been, you in front of me, I'm about to kill you.
But I think, but he doesn't. He only works that way. If you ever look at the non-Steph Curry games when
Yes.
Kuminga was the focal point, and they still run that motion offense, but they don't have that predicated shooter. He always
yes, he
scores a lot. He does a lot of slash. Him
Yes, he
and Jimmy
does.
Butler is the same player. That's why when Jimmy Butler went over there, I'm like, it's not going to work. They need to hurry up and trade Kuminga. But if you put
110% agree.
Kuminga on our team where you have Josh Giddey doesn't necessarily want to be the scorer. He can be the shooter. His shooting is actually improved from the last couple years. You put him in the slash and roll, pass it to Kuminga at the front, let Kuminga drive, and then kick it back to Giddey. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, no,
It's done.
he cooking though.
You
I
want
gotta
to
give him-
cooking? Boy, that man was cooking.
Hey,
I gotta give him
That
that.
man
hey,
was cooking.
I gotta give him
very,
that one.
very. I love the breakdown. Remember when they tried to do that with him and Dre?
Nah.
Jonathan Kuminga was not the same player.
Well, who, Draymond?
Yeah. When
Draymond
Steph
can't shoot.
When Steph was out, no,
Because
when-
Draymond can't shoot.
When Steph was out and they tried to run him off of Dre, Jonathan Kuminga was not getting the same shots. It wasn't until they went back to letting him be the ISO player that he is. And listen, that's fine if you do that. It just don't make sense with you just signing Josh Giddey.
It does.
When the restricted free agency was going on, I said, if you gonna go get Kuminga and you get a shooter off of that plays that way.
But you can't.
To back up what he's saying.
You don't go get a dude who says, I'm great when you let me run a system and then take the ball out of his hands, because that's not where Jonathan Kuminga is at his best. If you want the best of Kuminga, Kuminga reminds me of, and it's not apples to apples, it's not the same dude, but his game is a very much, I'm bigger than you, I can body you up, I can move you out the way, and I can get my shot whenever I want, Carmelo Anthony type of player.
No.
I don't like that.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. No, not even close. He doesn't have a back to the basket game like Carmelo. He doesn't have the footwork as Carmelo.
I said it's not apples to apples. I'm saying how he gets his shots is, I'm a man up on you and I'm gonna go get my shot. It is not in the flow of the offense. Remember when they tried to put Melo in the flow of an offense, and he was like, I don't like this.
Ball stop.
Respectfully, like I get where you're going. Like you're trying to find a person who is like very ISO
Well,
dominated.
pick
and stuff
another
like that.
pick another player. I'm just saying again.
I'm
I literally
gonna give
started
you a
with
vision.
not apples to apples,
Yeah.
but just Kuminga is an ISO player.
I'm gonna give you a vision. I look at what Portland is doing with Denny and how there's a lot of slashers in Portland now.
Sure.
Denny is making a lot of passes off of I don't know what that is. But you
Why
gotta
was that Denny out there?
because you have to have
In the middle of the
vision. You gotta have
woods?
vision.
Vision.
Oh, vision. Oh,
Right. He lost me too for a second. Don't worry about it.
I thought he was saying this is idea.
Hey, I picked it up later when you lost me too for a second, right? I see what you
You gotta
put down.
have vision.
But here's the thing.
No vision.
Two things. Playing in Golden State system is hard.
100%.
In fact, a lot of ex-players talk about how it's very difficult to find your spot when you
Kuminga's talked about
the
it.
whole system is predicated off of one guy running off of double screens.
Yeah.
And so
Form of
really
a
what
triangle.
you're seeing is him scrambling and scraping, Daddy, to get to a certain he's scrambling and scraping to get some type of production. But there are plenty of games. To your point, when Draymond is running point, no, it didn't really work all the time. But
Because
Draymond also is not an
He
offensive
can't
threat.
shoot. He can't shoot.
So
That's
not
guess,
an offensive
so
threat.
guess what? The lanes is not the same. With Josh Giddey, he actually is a good offensive threat.
Yes.
You can't play off of him and say, well, you do Draymond. You actually have to fear him putting the ball on the floor. Draymond is not that player. So it works differently. It's cool when you say, yeah, we played off of him. He let Jonathan Kuminga go. Yeah, he was going 1-on-2 because guess what? All Draymond's defender is doing is dropping back because you ain't getting that ball back. And if you do, I don't care if you shoot it. And you saw a lot of that there.
100%.
But if you look at Portland, I use that example because it's a 6'8" guard who has the ability to shoot,
Yep.
who you can't come off of.
Yep.
And his teammates actually get good production. He still gets his triple-double. You have the opportunity to recreate that. And that's why I think the Kuminga thing would work there. But I do get the apprehension.
I think the difference is, though, he is the scorer in that.
Who?
Denny Avdija. Denny Avdija is the leading scorer in that. So the guy who also is the facilitator, the shooter, the all of that, he's the one that also is going,
everything.
let me drop 30 on your head at the
hold
same
on,
time.
hold on.
That's very different than saying, I'm going to be everything else and you go drop 30.
I got a little bit closer one for you. It's a little bit old, but it's not. You remember when Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton used to run the pick and roll?
I do.
Both of them were adequate jump shooters, not great.
18, 19
Both
points
of them
ago.
like to slash to the hole. To me, that's kind of what Kuminga and Giddey would do. Both of them are not great shooters, but both of them are adequate, high 40% shooters. So
That's a great shooter. You're a 40% shooter. You're a great shooter.
You are.
From three?
From
Yeah.
three, you a 40% shooter from
Absolutely.
three. That's a great shooter.
Yeah,
I want to talk about from three. I was talking about.
You talking about
On the
Rip?
field?
You
Well,
got
the-
45,
about
40.
is
Well,
it
that's
right,
the
in
that's
high
the
40s,
that's
but-
the
era.
misleading
Yeah.
part. Like
Yeah.
when you look at Giddy and when you look at Kuminga. Like now the NBA is so different, right? Like technically they shoot. I think what's Giddy shooting from the field? 49% or whatever
I
it
think it's like
is.
I think it's like
47%. Most of his shots are threes.
Respectable. Yeah.
Most of his shots are threes, right? Like I can't with Rip and with Chauncey. Between those two, they probably didn't take
They take a lot of
10
threes.
threes a game together.
They did, but my point in saying that was that they could work off each other, similar to how Giddy and I could see Kuminga working off each other. Because Kuminga really doesn't love the three. He prefers the mid range and the drive, which kind of like what Rip was. Rip was the mid range and the drive.
Yeah.
And Chauncey was shooting the three. And so then for me, that you can transition that same kind of offense, kind of like what Billy does, and work with those two players. That's why I was kind of using that as an example.
Not to be that guy, Giddy is a high volume 2-point attempt player. He shoots 4 threes a game. He takes 14 to 15 shots a game. Most of his shots is coming from the paint. It's a floater in the paint. I mean, we watched the games.
Giddy just took 12 shots versus the Pelicans, and 10 of them was threes.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
he
let's,
has one game that he
but-
did
but-
that.
but-
Giddy just took 10 shots in versus the Warriors, and 6 of them was threes.
And
Hey,
Giddy
brother.
is 47.4%.
I watched the games too, but I'm also letting you know.
I mean,
he
39
he
from
takes
three.
he takes them when
hey,
he's open. I'm not gonna lie.
We could do the averages, but I mean,
So-
on the average. So let's look. Last 10, 3 for 6, 6 for 15. Took 9 shots, 1 for 3.
All right, we got to wrap this up though. So
Yeah, we gotta get-
8 for 14, 3 for 6.
So let's
Like-
do,
like-
let's
so-
do
so
when he's
consensus.
shooting
So
more
we-
shots,
are we
he's
good?
shooting
So
more
a
Moving
third
on.
of his shots
So
are threes.
so
I
we're
get
gonna
you.
move
Are we
on
good
from-
for a trade?
Kobe
Let's-
White,
let's
yes,
good for a
yes.
trade,
Trade-
or we
trade
want to
demand.
keep him?
Trade
Oh,
demand.
listen, I'm always down for a trade at this point. I think all of these mugs
Please.
need
Fire
to
sale.
find a new city.
I'm more in.
Every-
on
I ain't
the-
gonna-
I ain't
I
gonna
want
lie to you.
Kuminga more than I want
Listen,
anybody
that's what I say.
from.
I want Kuminga
from
more
the
than I want anybody
Wolves.
off Minnesota.
Well, listen, here's the
Meaty?
thing. Minnesota's being aggressive about it. That's the thing. Like the trade deadline ain't nowhere near. Minnesota was like, we'll take
Let's go.
Kobe White off your hands.
Yeah.
yeah. So media,
Y'all suck. Let me get him.
I
don't
want
care?
him for, like I said, I would want a big man. I think that's the route that you go. I don't think I want 2 guards. I would love TSJ on his potential and Nas Reed for what he's already shown you. So
TSJ would be interesting as a 2.
He's a shooting guard.
It would be interesting.
Not really.
he's a good slasher.
He-
That's a slasher.
He's technically
Now,
a shooting guard.
TSJ is a slasher.
No, they got him. They got him on Minnesota playing it too. He's the shooting
Well,
guard.
they really don't got him playing. I think he getting like 4 or 5 minutes a
on
game.
the bench.
Yeah, he off the
He
bench.
was playing a lot when
End of the
when
season
what's his name
last
got
year.
hurt.
Yeah, end of the season.
when,
We have to.
when what's
Hey,
his name got
Rob
hurt.
Dillingham is a person.
Hold up.
We gotta finish it up though.
Joe, what are your thoughts on basketball?
Uh-oh.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing
Boys,
love as
Mud
always.
Podcast.
So Windy City Breeze podcast.
I want Nas Reed.
For the super producer Joel Hope, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, of
Yo.
course, pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid, and Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. Listen, y'all can see we're very passionate about our teams, and they're not always very passionate about us. All right, let's talk Blackhawks. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bend down.
Hey, they
One
won
love.
yesterday.
See red. Hey, the Hawks hooping.
3